Man and Timmy.
All right, I got something for you.
What do you got?
So you're a big fan of the Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Right?
Why do you... Yeah, you know that.
Yeah, I'm just setting it up for people. You're a big fan of the Sam's Club. I am a Costco shopper mostly, but I have memberships to both.
Right. We both enjoy the carnitas.
Ooh, carnitas.
As far as, I know we just finished Foodgasm, but as far as a quick weeknight meal goes, you can't do much better. I don't know what the Costco brand is like.
I will tell you what it's
the
like.
members
It's trash.
It is?
I had it. They, too, have a pre-made carnitas, and it's trash.
Really?
The Sam's Club one is superior in every way.
So members mark greater than... Kirkland.
Yes.
That's the town up there.
But see, Costco for me is a complete and total nightmare. When I get Costco, either Kristen is going to get it or I have it delivered because I can't keep my sanity in Costco.
Can't go there.
Can't go there.
You can't enjoy the snack bar then.
Well, that's fine. I don't
That's
enjoy
fine?
any aspect of Costco, especially if it's a weekend.
Oh, my God.
Where you just backed up.
You can't do weekend Costco or Sam's Club.
It's just a miserable experience.
That's a death sentence.
Sam's Club, I'm reading the story, says they're phasing out traditional checkouts across its 600 warehouse club stores.
Yeah, no kidding. They're never open anyway.
To do so, it's leaning on technology to create a seamless checkout experience that allows customers to scan goods on the go using the app and then have an AI scanner verify purchases as customers leave, which in theory means no person standing at the door looking at the receipt.
See, this is the weird thing because I have actually been using that for a good year now.
The app.
Scan and go. Yeah, I mean, just as I put things in the cart, scan them, and then swipe the finger. It's got your cart info. You're good to go. But it's completely random. You know, sometimes I've thought, I only have 2 things in my cart. A couple times they'll be like, yep, you're good. The person's still up there, and they still have a little gun where they can shoot barcodes with. And then sometimes they'll want to scan 2 or 3 items or every single item that's in my cart. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I don't know what the deal is.
Maybe it's how you look on that particular day. They're profiling you.
Why? Let me ask you this. If they are the store where you have to pay money just to pay them money, just to shop there.
Talking about a membership.
Why are they, the membership price, why are they the only ones really in shopping to stop you as you're leaving when you've already gone through like one set of service workers? You have to pay. You have to either get checked out or go through a self-scan. Self-scans have only been around even the last 5 years, but they've been stopping you at the front forever. They don't even let you come in unless you're like, you got to flip through your wallet. And they just want to see like the colors of the Sam's Club. It could be expired for 10 years. They'd let you shop there. Why do they stop you when you're trying to leave? What's the point of all those checks and balances? Why?
They must have gotten jilted over the years.
What, jilted?
Right? I mean, it's such a big store.
That much theft?
Maybe people never go through the checkout counters.
You would notice someone just walking out of there with a toilet, you know? Like,
sir,
stop that guy.
Did you
I
pay
don't
for
think the
that
guy in the
toilet?
red jacket went by and paid. He's just leaving.
All right, you want to talk about how you figured out
All right, so
being a husband even though you haven't?
I was talking about this with you earlier today, and look, life is all about growing, learning, taking things that you've already gone through, and then applying them to the next day, the next year. Not so much. But let me tell you where I was proud of myself. So Sarah's got this morning meeting that she had today. She has it one time a week, right? And
It's in the house.
it throws me off a little bit because recently her territory changed. She had never, ever been around the house for this. So you follow me? Which I, by the way, love. I love the setup of how we go to work. We were watching some more of the Love is Blind episodes and following along some of their goofy storylines, and we both agreed on this. Like, we could not take if one of the other people was a full-time stay-at-home worker. We'd be like, get out of the house. Please leave now so I can have the domain for just a little bit. Well, she's always been out for this, so it had been an adjustment because it's a long Zoom meeting. It takes like 2.5 hours, and it gobbles up the whole morning. And I've had to like tell her, like, maybe we can, I'm going to try to like nudge her down. We have an office space in the basement that has a door that closes. I will do that whenever I do Zooms for the fan or whatever.
Like a perfectly rational place to take a meeting.
Seems like the place to go and do it.
Take the meeting?
She's kind of all over the place. She's usually set up in the middle of the living room on our main floor, which just sort of has access points from everywhere, right? We live in a split level house. So that means I can kind of hear what's going on there if I'm in the downstairs area. I can hear what's going on there if I'm in the upstairs area. I have to tiptoe around the kitchen.
And she can also hear what's going on.
Yes, and I would imagine being in a meeting, you wouldn't want to hear a whole lot of ambient sounds of things going on that throws you off. So she's doing that, and I've become very good over the weeks at just sort of tiptoeing around and being quiet and stay in the basement. Watch something on TV on a very low volume, or I'll just go into that office since it's not being used and open up my laptop and do a couple of things. So she doesn't have to have her mic on for all of it like a lot of these meetings are. And she gets to a point where I hear her yell out like, oh, God, I have to talk soon, but I've got to go to the bathroom. And I'm just like, okay, like I don't want to.
What are you going to do about it?
I don't want to say too much because I don't know where you're at in the meeting or if we can have a conversation right now. And so she's like, shoot, I'm going to have to go up to the bathroom. And so she unplugs her laptop, takes the laptop, heads up to the bathroom, and she's on the toilet while she's got her laptop there, still muted, camera off, whatever. And then she actually does a portion of her chit chat while she's there. Now, I am getting to the point where I have to get myself ready and go to work. And so I'm trying to get dressed. My bedroom is right next to that bathroom. And so I'm tiptoeing in the bedroom, putting on my clothes very carefully, getting my belt all buckled up and all this stuff. And then I have to go in there and do some things in front of the mirror. I know I'm a dude, but I've got like 10 minutes of work that I have to do my hair,
while
brush my teeth.
She's
on the toilet.
Taking a crap.
In the bathroom.
On a meeting.
I have to go up. Our little shelving unit they're tucked in by the toilet, and that's where my toothbrush is, and she's there like talking. So like this person's doing this, and this person's doing that. And I just kind of make eye contact with her, grab my toothbrush, quietly go to the sink.
Is there audible pooing going on?
She's not crapping, at least as far as I can tell. But even so, you're going to sit on the can and then talk through this meeting again? So I'm doing this so quietly. I like get the toothbrush wet with the water, and I unscrew my toothpaste just a little bit, put a little dab on there. I go for the handle very, very nice and gently. A little cold water comes out, and then I put the toothbrush under, and then one thing happens where my left hand hits the cup, the little metallic cup that's on there on the sink by the other faucet handle. It makes a little ting. And instead of like, I kind of stopped when I tinged it. I'm like, oh. And instead of saying nothing, she's talking, and she stops abruptly and says, honey, could you please go downstairs? And then goes back and says, sorry guys, I'm back. While she's on the meeting, so everybody heard this. All I did was I just cocked my head to the side, didn't say one word, just swallowed it. And then I walked my ass down to the kitchen sink.
So and
I brushed my teeth.
You want credit.
And I just think
for not exploding
that I didn't do or say anything at all.
Sorry to interrupt your crap.
I didn't.
That you're taking.
I swallowed everything. I had patience. I was understanding, even though there was a million thoughts running through my mind while I'm brushing my teeth in the kitchen sink, thinking about what I would say about this situation.
But you didn't.
But because I've been through all of this before, and I know some of it is just not worth it. So I've mastered the art of marriage when it comes to that.
You think this is personal growth? I'm going to tell you why it's not.
Oh, really?
Exact opposite of that.
Oh, you think?
Yes, I'm going to tell you why. Plus, a former Buckeye's on the move. That's up next. Common Man and Timmy on the